we wanted to share with you. I mean, we're so grateful that we have this place. We're so grateful that um, many times we went to many places to see if we could rent, if we could do this, but we would have restrictions. You cannot talk about this, you cannot talk about that, you have to do it this way, and it has to look like this. And it was like, no, 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 that's not how we want it, you know? We wanted the freedom, yeah? And God provided this place. And out of all the places, it's a Jewish temple, you know? This is why a lot of people get confused. Like, what is this place? You guys have a menorah behind. That's why we had to cover it, because a lot of people were like, a menorah behind? What are you? I still don't know what you guys are. Are you believers or not believers? And people get very confused with the whole thing. And, but we've had the freedom here to move at the speed of the slowest, you know? We're not in any hurry. And healing has to move at the speed of the slowest.
Well, why does healing have to move at the speed of the slowest? Because a healthy family moves at the speed of the slowest. Huh?
No man left behind.
Oh, yeah.
No man left behind. But with that, many of you know that the property here was for sale. And when that happened, I became super scared. I was like, oh no, where are we going to go now? You know, where are we going to find another place to be able to continue to do this and do this? And yesterday, we put a contract for the property.
I brought that for you because I hear
Thank you. And do you know why we put a contract yesterday? We were able to raise the money because of you guys. I still cannot believe it. Yesterday, I was telling Gigi, like, I don't know if I want to cry. I don't know if I want to laugh. I don't know if I want to sleep or be awake. I don't know if I want to run or sit down. I don't know if I want the lights on or I want them off. Still in shock that to have someone a month ago tell us, back down from the deal because we're giving you a last chance. If you let us buy the property, we'll allow you to.
Oh, the other buyer.
The other buyer.
Not someone.
We will let you teach from the back. But if you don't back down under non-certain terms, because we're going to buy this property, they said, you'll be allowed to stay here. And it shook me to the ground. And the fact that we were able to put the contract yesterday, and now we're just waiting to hear from them. They're meeting tomorrow to see if they accept it or not. Hopefully it all should go well. So we need now your prayers that their hearts will be open and that it will be good. And if everything happens, then this will be our permanent home. For those that the menorah behind us bothers them, that's bad news I have for you. You're going to have to get over it because it's still going to remain because they're staying here with us. And so we still look like nobody knows if we're ravioli, lasagna, or spaghetti, you know? Or gnocchis, you know? But
That's right.
so, we are overjoyed. And many of you, a lot of you know the story. We started this ministry with zero money. Like he said, the only thing he had was a lot of money in the bank. He did, but even he lost that. And I think for the rest of him that had to come up, that had to be gone, because a lot of his identity came from there. But that's our story. You guys, many people get scared. You don't have to lose it all. This is how it happened to us. And we were never wanted to do this. It was not in our heart. This is not something we were praying for. We were never praying for a ministry. I was just praying for Lucky to become wealthier and wealthier, so we could give books to people and do things to people and just continue to live in life happy and comfortable. I didn't have to work, and I could just do whatever I want.
You could sleep on Saturday mornings.
I could sleep on Saturday morning. So to see what has happened and how it's being shaped and formed so organically, I think we are the most disorganized ministry I've ever met. The most unstructured ministry I've ever met.
We're late for every appointment. If we could be late for the class, we'd be late for the class.
No, not you.
Oh, not me, though. Yeah.
Sometimes you.
No.
But it's happening, and it's beautiful. And
Even we didn't look to buy the building. They said, you're here, you're the tenant, you have a first right of refusal. We would need to sell it because we need the money. Do you want to buy it? And we said, no. Even that's not planned by us.
I said no
anyways.
because I never thought we could do it. You know? I said
Because we didn't
no
go looking for the building.
because
I don't have building aspirations.
and that area in me is still healing, which is that broken masculine. I froze immediately. I saw danger. I saw threat. You might have to leave this place. And guess what I did? I froze. I totally froze.
And when was that? This month.
And
And
I,
we teach on this.
I was praying and I was asking the
Jesus.
Lord, and I literally I knew, and I was waiting for Lucky to react, but he wasn't reacting. And it took somebody that comes to these classes, and she's only been coming here for a month. And she looked at me that day. One day we were having our first meeting ever, and she said, "You don't need to answer this, but do you mind me asking how much are they selling the property for?" And I told her the price. And then she said, "That's it?" She says, "Wow, I really thought you were going to tell me 3 times the price of that. I'm surprised." She
Or
says,
double.
and she runs her own business. She has a successful business. So her masculine, and she looked at me dead in the eyes and she says, "Why are you waiting for to buy it?" And then,
And we go, duh, we don't have the money.
and Lucky came, wait. And, but Lucky, but look at this. Lucky came up with a perfect Christian response. Listen to this, how we hide
Me?
sometimes.
Oh.
You,
Oh.
honey, and I'm going to tell you how.
We hide behind our perfect Christian responses.
You know,
I'm
we
very
don't-
good at that.
We don't know. He said, I'm looking at her. She's unmelting me. Yeah. She's thawing me with what she's saying. I'm like, something's going inside of me. And all of a sudden I hear him say, well, we're praying about it. We don't know if this is
Did
the
I say
place-
that?
I don't know. Yeah.
I know, shocked.
We're praying about it. We don't know if this is the place God wants for us, or you never know. Maybe He has a bigger place for us.
Did I say something that stupid? Oh.
You did.
But I speak good Christianese.
I mean,
Hallelujah.
doesn't that sound like, and he was like, but maybe God has a bigger building for us. And that sounds like, oh, what a Christian, what a faith,
What a
he's-
mighty man of God. With faith, too, and belief.
And
We
then,
need faith.
and then you know what she said? That's fine that he might want to give you a bigger building, but why don't you start with the smaller building, and maybe this smaller building will help you get the bigger building later
That
on.
she did say, I remember. I don't remember me saying all that stupid stuff, but I remember.
Well, she said that because you said that.
That's because it wasn't you speaking.
No, it was
So-
the demon in me.
So with that said, With that said, Lucky and I, the community of Hope for Life, those that came before you, because somebody paved the way for us to be sitting here.
Somebody paved the way for all of us to be on Zoom and here in this room today.
So those that came before you, those that are here today, and those that are yet to come, on behalf of that, Lucky and I, don't know what to say to you guys. And thank you sounds just so little and tiny and little to the explosion that we have inside. I mean, it's like I'm looking at the Red Sea being parted. There's no reason why we should be buying here. From the last place we were, that they were very good with us in many ways. They gave us a tiny little room to start this. But when we said we were leaving, they said, you know, if you leave this place, you will never do well. And I remember, again, threat. What do I do when I feel threatened? I freeze. So and I remember trembling. I immediately submitted and I was like, okay, Lucky, we have to find ways. How can we compromise and stay in this place? Because we won't succeed. And look where we are. So to me, it's like I can only, with a grateful and very humble heart, say, thank you guys, because of you, all of you, we're making this possible. And I can't wait to be able to do all the things we want to do here and continue to grow here. Not as a ministry, because this is not, but continue to grow in relationship and as a family. To be able to walk with one another, to be able to heal with one another. And I think if everything that happens here, we begin to take it in our own dominion, in our own little world, in your space, in your home, in your churches, in your buildings, in your spaces. I mean, I think we can begin to change a society. You know, we can begin to change life, one family, one individual at a time. And I think that's powerful. That's amazing, you know. And I think this is one of the best wars I've ever fought, and we'll continue to fight together. And so thank you. And I think that's great news. So let's clap for that again. For those that have given the smallest amount to the biggest amount, it all adds up and it all counts. So thank you. Do you have anything to say,
No.
Lucky?
No.
Why?
Oh, I don't have anything to say.
How about thank you?
Thank you.